What if I told you that the key to staying strong and independent after 60 isn't in a pill, a gym membership, or a complicated routine, but right there on your plate? That's right. Your muscles, your bones, your energy, and even your balance can all be protected, or slowly lost, depending on what you eat every single day. And there's one silent threat that very few people over 60 are ever warned about. It's called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. It starts quietly. You might feel a little weaker, have more trouble lifting things, or feel a bit slower getting up from a chair. But over time, sarcopenia steals your strength, your stability, your confidence, and eventually, your independence. Here's the truth most people don't hear until it's too late. After 60, you can lose up to 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade, even if your weight stays the same. But here's the good news. There are specific, natural, powerful foods, not supplements, not powders, that have been shown to slow, stop, and even reverse muscle loss in older adults. And they're more accessible than you think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly which superfoods support muscle, mobility, and independence after 60, and how to use them daily to stay strong without extremes. Because it's not just about living longer. It's about staying capable, active, and in control of your own life, for as long as you choose. So if you've ever said, "I don't feel as strong as I used to," or "I'm scared of losing my independence," then this video is for you. After 60, staying strong isn't just about looking fit. It's about protecting your ability to move, to lift, to walk, to get out of a chair without help. It's about holding on to the strength that lets you live life on your own terms. But here's the challenge. As we age, our muscles naturally begin to shrink, even if we're active. This process, called sarcopenia, doesn't come with alarms or big warning signs. It creeps in, quietly. First you notice the stairs feel a bit harder, then groceries seem heavier. You stop opening jars without help, and one day you realize your body isn't responding the way it used to, but it doesn't have to be that way. While movement and exercise play a key role, nutrition is just as essential and often overlooked. The foods you eat every day have the power to either feed your strength or quietly take it away. And what's exciting is that we now know certain foods, real, everyday foods, are proven to fight muscle loss, boost energy, and support independence. They help your muscles repair. They improve how your body uses protein. They even support your bones and joints so you can stay active without fear. Today, we'll explore these superfoods, not just what they are, but how they work, why they matter, and how to use them in real life without complicated diets or expensive trends. Because the truth is, you don't need to eat less. You just need to eat smarter. And after 60, smart food isn't a luxury. It's your lifeline. For most of our lives, we think of strength as something visible, something you can measure with a scale at the gym or feel when you lift something heavy. But after 60, strength becomes something much more subtle and much more important. It's the ability to stand up from a chair without using your arms, to carry groceries up a flight of stairs, to open a jar, rise from the floor, or walk for 10 minutes without needing to stop. And the reason many people lose these abilities isn't because they're not exercising. It's because their muscles are starving. That's right. Even people who eat healthy can experience age-related muscle loss if they're not eating the right nutrients in the right amounts consistently. The condition is called sarcopenia, and it affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over the age of 60. But here's the part that gives hope. Researchers have now identified several natural foods that, when eaten regularly, support muscle preservation, boost energy, and help older adults maintain independence. Let's begin with one of the most powerful and most overlooked allies in the fight against sarcopenia: eggs. Yes, simple, everyday eggs. They're one of the most complete sources of protein available, containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle tissue. But more than that, eggs contain leucine, a key amino acid that specifically triggers muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to rebuild strength. Marta, 67, used to skip breakfast or have just toast and coffee. She felt weak by mid-morning and often had trouble lifting heavier items around the house. When her doctor suggested she start the day with 2 whole eggs, within 2 weeks she noticed a change. More energy, better balance, and even her walking felt more stable. The second superfood is one you might already have in your fridge: Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained, which means it's denser in protein, especially casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles for hours. It's also rich in calcium and probiotics, which support both bones and digestion, key systems for older adults. Adding just 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt to your day, with berries or flaxseed, can dramatically increase your total protein intake without adding unnecessary sugar or carbs. But it's not just about protein. Another key factor in muscle preservation is inflammation control. And for that, few foods are as powerful as fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to reduce inflammation in muscle tissue, improve blood flow, and even increase muscle strength in older adults when combined with proper nutrition. Carlos, 72, was never a fan of fish. But after a small fall and months of feeling sluggish, he agreed to try salmon twice a week. After just 1 month, he noticed better mobility and a clearer mind, 2 signs of improved circulation and neuromuscular function. And then there's one of the most humble, yet powerful superfoods of all: lentils. Lentils and other legumes, like black beans and chickpeas, are packed with plant-based protein, iron, and magnesium, a mineral that supports muscle contraction and recovery. They're also incredibly affordable, easy to prepare, and perfect for soups, stews, or salads. In a world full of expensive powders and pills, lentils prove that real nourishment doesn't need to come in a bottle. Of course, we can't talk about superfoods without talking about the foundation they sit on. Muscle needs fuel, and that fuel comes from whole, nutrient-rich food. That means limiting ultra-processed meals that are low in protein and high in sugar or refined grains, and focusing instead on foods that nourish you deeply from the inside out. Because here's what most people don't realize: you can be eating 3 full meals a day and still be malnourished in protein, leucine, vitamin D, and omega-3s, all of which are critical to maintaining strength after 60. Now let's talk about something many people overlook: hydration. Muscle tissue is made up of nearly 75% water. When you're dehydrated, even slightly, your muscles fatigue faster, your joints feel stiffer, and recovery after activity takes longer. Seniors are especially prone to underhydration because the sense of thirst dulls with age. That's why simply drinking enough water, or adding hydrating foods like cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon, can directly improve how your muscles perform. In addition to hydration, another key nutrient is vitamin D. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles can weaken and coordination can suffer. Fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified foods help, but sunlight is still one of the best sources. Just 15 to 20 minutes of safe sun exposure a few times a week can support both muscles and bones. Pair that with leafy greens like spinach and kale, which are rich in magnesium and antioxidants, and you've got the perfect fuel for movement, balance, and strength. And don't forget nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and especially chia seeds are loaded with healthy fats, fiber, protein, and minerals like zinc and magnesium, all of which support recovery, reduce inflammation, and keep your energy steady. Every one of these foods contributes to a bigger picture, not just eating for pleasure or routine, but eating to preserve your freedom. Because at the end of the day, that's what strength really gives you: the power to take care of yourself, to move without fear, and to keep showing up for the life you want to live. And it all starts with what's on your plate. If this video helped you see your food and your body in a new way, then I want to invite you to take one more important step. Join the conversation. Leave a comment below and tell me, which of these superfoods do you already eat? Which one are you excited to try now that you know how powerful it really is? And if you want to show that you're part of a growing community that's choosing to age with strength and intention, type this phrase in the comments: strong after 60, one meal at a time. Let's build a space where we lift each other up, share what's working, and celebrate progress, no matter what age we're starting from. And if you found value in this video, take a second to click like. It tells YouTube to share this message with more people. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video that supports your health, and share this with someone you care about, a friend, a neighbor, or even a family member who might be struggling with low energy, weakness, or diet confusion. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. And sometimes, just knowing you're part of a community that cares makes all the difference. If there's one thing I hope you take from this video, it's this: you still have power over how you age. Muscle loss after 60 isn't inevitable. Weakness doesn't have to define this chapter of your life. And independence, real, lasting independence, is something you can protect and even rebuild, one day at a time. The foods we talked about today aren't magic pills. They're not part of some trendy diet. They're real, natural, proven sources of strength. And they've been quietly helping people just like you stay mobile, sharp, and energized for decades. It's never too late to nourish your muscles. It's never too late to feel stronger. And it's never too late to start choosing meals that support the version of yourself you still want to be. Because eating well after 60 isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about knowing what your body truly needs and giving it with care, with love, and with respect. So the next time you sit down to eat, ask yourself, is this helping me stay strong? Is this helping me stay free? Because strength is freedom, and your body is still listening. Every bite is a message. Make yours say, I'm still here, I'm still strong, and I'm still in charge. If this video brought you clarity, encouragement, or even just one new idea, thank you for being here. Thank you for caring about your health, your independence, and your future. What we're building on this channel isn't just information, it's a movement. A place where people over 60 can find real practical guidance that respects their age, their wisdom, and their potential. So if you haven't already, here's how you can stay connected and help us grow this space. Click the like button. It helps this video reach more people who truly need it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next. Share this video with a friend, a family member, or anyone who wants to stay strong and independent as they age. And don't forget to check the comments. You'll find others just like you, curious, committed, and taking action one step at a time. This is more than just a health video. It's a reminder that aging is not the end. It's an invitation to live better, deeper, and more intentionally. Take care of yourself this week. You deserve meals that fuel you, habits that protect you, and a body that supports the life you love. See you in the next video, stronger than ever.